Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Apex Legends video. And today we have something really special for you guys. I kind of wanted to start a new series. I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I actually tweeted out something the other day and I said, give me your biggest weakness in Apex Legends. So it sparked a thought in my mind. Why not make a whole series based on your guys' weaknesses and try to help you improve them in Apex Legends? If you guys think this is a good idea, I need you to drop a like on this video right now. Let's set a pretty hefty like goal because you guys are absolute legends and can easily smash through this, I believe. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. If we get more than 1,000 likes on this video, we will definitely keep going with this series, and I'll probably do multiple episodes. So, like I said, drop a thumbs up, and without further ado, guys, let's get into the first episode, which is going to be decision making. All right, guys, I quickly wanted to shout out Matthew Young and all the other people that tweeted at me, replied to me about decision making being your biggest weakness in Apex Legends. We are going to try to fix that today for you guys, so hopefully this video helps. All right, so I'm going to start this video off by saying this. Decision making is a super broad topic, and there is a lot of basically mini subjects that flood into the bigger subject, which is going to be decision making. You got when to push, when to retreat from battle, when to rotate, when to position yourself in certain places, when to third party certain teams, when to play zone. And there's just so many factors that I can't put these all into this one video. So what we're going to do is cut this up into multiple episodes, like I said, if you guys enjoy this series. And we're going to talk about each individual tiny subject alone in depth. And these videos are going to probably be about 10 minutes long or so, give or take. So we're not going to be stretching the videos out to like 30 minutes or anything like that. We want these short, sweet, concise, and straight to the point videos. All right, so back to the topic at hand here, which is decision making. Let's for a minute pretend that I'm only talking to you guys. This is a one-on-one conversation. Whoever is behind the screen watching this video, I'm talking solely to you. You are very smart. I'm not going to lie to you. You're very smart in real life, Apex Legends, whatever the case may be. And I feel like you did not give yourself enough credit, whether it comes to skill level in Apex Legends, or in this case, decision making. I feel like a lot of you guys know exactly what decisions to make. I feel like the problem lies, though, when you actually have to put those decisions into action and make the play in a real-time scenario, because I know a lot of you guys get very nervous. So I feel like the solution to this is going to be to actually slow down your thought process, take into account all the factors at play once you're heading into a situation, whether the other team has ultimates, whether they're low, whether they're healing, stuff like that. Just take into account every situation, because I know a lot of you guys are very smart, like I said before, and if you reviewed your own gameplay, you would actually see a lot of the mistakes that you're making, and that's what we're going to do in this video. I picked out a select couple clips that I want to show you about decision making, and I want to really nail down the fact that I even make some bad decisions sometimes, but we all got to grow from it. And that's actually how I learn from my own gameplay. And you'll see that sometimes on the channel. I do gameplay breakdowns. That's exactly why I do it, guys. You got to slow down your decision making. And I know a lot of you know what decisions to make, but you might not know exactly when to make them. So let's talk about that. All right, so the first clip that I have to share with you guys is going to be where my teammate ends up going down. It's 1v2 scenario twice, okay, 2 times. So 1v2 and then another 1v2, and we make some very good decisions during these gunfights, so I had to share it with you. So let's get into that. So right off the bat, we get some bad weapons. P20 and a Mozam. Decide to pick up the flatline, though, because the P20 is not the wave. I do not personally like the P20. And I shoot better with the flatline, obviously, so we're going to grab that. And you guys can see right here, the Gibby runs in from the bubble. He tries to get a weapon really quickly, but there is no weapon on the ground, so the Gibby instantly tries to run out. Now, the play for the Gibby would have been to throw the bubble a little more in the room. Then he could have probably escaped in this scenario, or at least had a better chance, but instead, he did not, and it ends up costing him. We barely get the knock there. My teammate is actually calling out that the other guy is downstairs. The reason that we finished the Gibby really quickly there is because we don't want him getting res. Maybe it's a lifeline on the other team. I don't even know who's on the other team. So could be any character in the game. We do not want him to get res. So we finish him off really quickly. So I know it's a fair 1v1. Right after that, I decided to grab the Mastiff. I instantly head to the door. Unfortunately for this caustic, it was a very bad play for him, okay? The right decision to make in his point of view would have been to be blocking the door off, maybe with a trap or even with his body. There would have been no way I could have gotten outside, but instead, unless I went all the way around, of course, but instead he did not. He was playing on the side of the door, which is why he ends up getting destroyed by the Mastiff right here, okay? Instantly right away, I go for the shield swap and actually switch to the R99 because I notice there is a blue magazine there, even though I missed it. Okay, I missed it right there. But we're going to grab that blue magazine and the ammo and go with the flatline R9 combo because I like it a little bit better. So right here, instantly we're getting third-partied by another team. My teammate is dead like you guys saw before. The other team is going to be coming from this angle, and they actually didn't even hear me. So I actually have some pretty bad shots on this Loba right here. I honestly could have singled her out and killed her right here. That did not happen. She retreats back to her teammate, which is a very good play. Decided to thermite it quickly to break the door, which I do. And instantly with Valk, she's very good at getting height, guys. So I ended up trying to get high ground up here. And so did the Loba. So when you're on a high ground situation right here, it's a 1v2 scenario. A lot of you guys might get nervous, but there's no reason to be getting nervous. They have to come to you, okay? You're sitting on height, so let them climb an angle and fry them off of that angle. That's exactly what we do here. Wraith tries to climb up. She almost dies. And then the Loba is actually going to try to climb up. And she almost dies. So right there in that scenario, we fried both of them. We know they're both very, very weak. So I head around to the other side to try to shoot the guy before they end up healing. We do not want them healing. And the only play right here for them to make, the smartest play for them to make, would be to both go in this room. You see the Loba's in this room, but the Wraith is actually not in this room. If the Wraith was in this room and the Loba, Wraith could have held this door and Loba could have held this door, or vice versa, and there would have been no way for me to get into the room. But instead, nobody's blocking this closed door to us right here. So we slide on in, get some shots off, actually knock the Loba, okay? And that's crucial. We need that knock. But notice they got a good bit of my health gone. So I want to play this door very carefully. So I instantly close the door on myself, and I open it just a smidge because Loba is behind the door. I know Loba's behind the door, and I know I can get a little bit of an angle if I open the door just a little smidge, which I did. End up getting just enough shots on the Wraith to get that kill. So notice there was a lot going on in that scenario. If you're going to take anything away from that, those were pretty good players, by the way. I think they both had 20 bombs. So those were no schmucks. We're not playing against no scrubs here. But obviously they should have held those doors, and climbing up to high ground can be very, very... You got to be very careful when doing so. You never want to get fried. They both gave me very good angles to shoot them from, and they were low on health once they ran into that room. So overall, I think that was a very good clip of demonstrating some amazing decision-making on my part. But there's always stuff to be improved on. I could have not got fried by both of them right there. So I guess it was not perfect. All right, so the second and final clip that you guys are going to see in this video, because I got to keep it short, like I said before, is going to be when we were heading into zone over here. You got to always be very careful and cautious when you're heading into zone, because you never know when someone is going to be holding you out of zone. That's why you never want to be rotating with the zone like we were. But if it happens, it happens. You know, it's better than getting stuck in the zone. We actually had a Bloodhound that's going to be on the right here, and then a team that third parties us in the zone, and you're going to see how that plays out. So right now, we're looking for the Bloodhound on the right of us. End up seeing him in this room. Getting some decent shots off. I say instantly to my teammate, we have to push in there. He's low. We get the kill, which is awesome. Instantly go over to try to thirst because he has self-res. He or she, rather. And then right now, you'll notice that I'm not really paying too much attention to a third party, and neither is my teammate. Very, very bad scenario to be in. You never want to focus on a box for too long at the same time. And I've always said before in my how to not get third-partied videos, one person should always be watching. This comes back to bite us in the butt right here, let me tell you. So I start running out, and I actually don't see this guy. He ends up frying me, and I'm like, please, Alyssa, shoot this guy. We need to get some shots off on him. And she does a great great job at distracting this guy so that I can get the knock. But instantly, I'm going to go down. And right here, instead of saying, teammate, come get me instantly, I have gold bag self-res, and I know that. So I instantly say, hey, take the fight. That's all you. Take the fight. I'll heal up, and then when I get up, I'll deal with it. So I just need her or him, whatever your teammate is, to hold the person off for a little while. She did a good enough job to hold this person off so that I could get this gold bag self-res off, which I'm doing here. She actually has self-res as well, but she's getting finished over there, and the teammate thinks that that's the last person on the team. So that's really bad communication on their part. That team did not communicate that the Wraith saw 2 people, so this guy's over here finishing Alyssa over and over again, while I just come up from the gold bag self-res, get some good shots off, and ultimately end up finishing the kill, and barely getting the syringe off and a med kit, and then I end up rezzing Alyssa, so that was the situation. That's just a pure example of bad decision making on the other team's part right there. There was not enough communication between the two to know that there was 2 people alive, so that guy should have never been spam finishing my teammate like that. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and like I said, if you enjoyed this series so far through 1 episode, drop a fat thumbs up, 1,000 likes, and we will go on to episode 2, which will be another one of your many weaknesses in Apex Legends. Not you personally, but the ones that I saw on Twitter, because I got over 1,000 replies on that tweet. So we have a lot of content to cover. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.